San Francisco, guys. San Francisco is one of the worst cities in America, in my opinion, to actually live in. I would not want to live in San Francisco. For one thing, it is very, very expensive. Super expensive, guys. And the crime is just out of control. And out there, criminals are actually able to run the streets because criminals, they're not really prosecuted. They're just not. California in general, man, they are just so soft on crime. This is why there has been a mass exodus of people leaving California. It's not just San Francisco. I believe that Los Angeles also. I believe downtown Los Angeles is a dumpster fire. I remember they had this story about there was so many homeless people, homeless encampments in downtown San Francisco. It was just terrible, guys. But let's go ahead and talk about San Francisco, though, because companies are leaving downtown San Francisco. Why? You guessed it, the crime. I mean, this is bad, guys. When you have major corporations that are leaving these cities, all run by Democrats, by the way. Now, I remember, if I'm not mistaken, a few months ago, we actually talked about, I believe it was Walmart. They were actually getting out of the city of Portland. I believe it was either Portland or Seattle. You know, pretty much the same thing. It's a disaster in those cities. They said, we're done. We're packing up. We're getting out the city. That's what happened. So you have a similar situation now in San Francisco where you've seen companies like Whole Foods, T-Mobile. They have left downtown San Francisco. And now we got another one here joining the party, folks, because the crime at this one particular store is just outrageous. Look at this, guys. Old Navy joins huge list of stores closing downtown San Francisco locations due to rising crime. Let's go and read this, guys. An Old Navy employee is speaking out about the out-of-control crime in downtown San Francisco that resulted in the company making its recent decision to permanently shutter the store location on Market Street, following in the footsteps of Nordstrom's, Whole Foods, T-Mobile, and a whole host of other businesses. In an interview with CBS News, the worker detailed the rampant shoplifting and violence towards staff that employees are forced to deal with on a daily basis. Quote, they're talking about shoplifters here. They're there every day. When I'm on the floor walking around, I would say at least 12, 14 during the day. The worker, who wished to remain anonymous, told the network. I mean, that's ridiculous. 12 or 14 a day? That's crazy. That's really bad because it's downtown San Francisco and it's really out of control. I recognize a lot of them and they're just super comfortable. Sometimes they'll take 2 or 3 mesh beds at a time and nothing happens to these people, I guess. And that sometimes is $2,000 worth of stuff. The Old Navy employee explained. Yeah, when you're getting $2,000 worth of stuff stolen from just one person, guess what? You're probably not going to make any money. I mean, that is just crazy right there, guys. But here's the kicker. This is pretty bad right here. The worker said that the increase in shoplifting and other criminal activity has exponentially worsened within the last year, and explained that Old Navy's flagship store, which is set to permanently close on July 1st, I'm wondering why, we know why, was hit by thieves 22 times in the past 2 days, according to CBS News. This one store was hit by thieves 22 times in 2 days. I mean, that is just crazy right there. That is insane. These people need to be arrested. But obviously, nobody's getting arrested because when you have that many shoplifters right there, that many thieves, obviously, they're not getting arrested. I'm pretty sure that these stores actually have cameras. I'm assuming that maybe, the alarms actually go off but I guess they're not allowed to actually stop these people. I mean, I always said, guys, that you're the first line of defense when it comes to your property. You are. The police, they're just going to respond to a call. I don't know how much the police are actually involved in this, but remember, San Francisco is a city that actually defunded their police. Yeah, they did that. On Saturday, Old Navy released a statement announcing the company's decision to shutter its doors in downtown San Francisco, which has been on Market Street for more than 3 decades, according to the New York Post. Quote, Old Navy is always evaluating its real estate portfolio to ensure a healthy fleet of stores that can provide the best possible experience for our customers, Gap Inc. said, which owns retailers that include Gap, Old Navy, Banana Republic, and Avleta. Since our Market Street store opened in the 1990s, the way we leverage flagship locations has changed. As a result, we have taken the difficult decision to close our Market Street store when the lease expires, and we are already working to identify new locations in downtown San Francisco that will better serve the needs of the business and our customers. So they're going to stay downtown. Guess what's going to happen, guys? Guess what is going to happen? Thieves are actually going to run into that store and steal stuff. Why? Because nothing's going to be done about it. And these thieves, they know that. Nothing's going to change. I mean, why would you just close that store in downtown San Francisco, move to another location when you just know that the criminals are actually going to go in there and steal what they want? Nothing's going to change. If I was actually Old Navy, I would just get out of San Francisco. Go to the suburbs, find a safe location. Obviously, downtown San Francisco is not safe at all. But, oh well, they can do what they want to do. If they're in the business of actually losing money, go right ahead. While the retailer did not disclose in the statement whether or not the increase in crime led to the decision to close the downtown location, the employee made it clear that it was a contributing factor as workers, quote, no longer feel safe at the store. Quote, I feel I'm not as safe as I should be, the employee said. I've seen one guy carry a hammer before. So you don't know what these people's intentions are when they're trying to steal. And I feel like sometimes my life could be in jeopardy. I was sad for a while, but I do love the store. I do love my team. Other than that, I'm kind of glad that they're closing because I don't feel like fearing for my life every single day that I work there, they said. I just hope that it can get back to normal the way it used to be when people were out shopping, having fun with their families. Thing is, what happened most likely is the law-abiding citizens that used to live in San Francisco, they said, no, I'm getting out of here. So you got nothing but criminals out there in San Francisco now at this point. So Old Navy just moving locations, I don't agree with that. Get out of the city. Do what Walmart did. They got out the city, because they were actually losing money. Make no mistake about it, guys. They're closing this location because of crime. They're losing money. They're looking at the books. They're saying, wait a minute, hold on. We have lost so much money. Why should we actually stay here? I wish they would actually just come out and say, hey, we're leaving because of crime. But maybe not, because they're just going to find another downtown location. And I'm pretty sure the criminals are going to go into that store, ruin that store, steal a whole bunch of money. What these stores need, man, they need armed security. They do. But I'm pretty sure that San Francisco, California, they're not going to allow that. They're not going to allow that, because if an incident actually goes down, and you know what? If I was actually an off-duty cop and I was actually hired by Old Navy, Gap, whatever, I wouldn't even take the job. Because if it actually came down to it, guys, and the police actually had to use this weapon, you already know where the blame is going to be put. they're going to put it on the police officer, not the criminal. Not the criminal, that's stealing a whole bunch of stuff. So if that criminal, let's say they had these mesh bags, and then they decided, you know what? Let me pull out a knife because the police are trying to stop him, and they try to take a swing at the police officer. The police officer has every right to actually shoot with his gun. They're going to blame the police officer. It's not even worth it to me for a police officer to actually get involved in that. So I wouldn't even do it. The people in San Francisco, the few good people remaining, you either got to leave or you guys got to speak up and say something and get London Breed out of there, because she is destroying that city. She is. But this is California, man. California is a lost cause, I believe, with these people. So many people moving to Texas, moving to Florida, New York, same way. Whole bunch of people moving to Florida from there because crime is out of control, because these Democrats don't prosecute criminals. They try to make it seem like the criminals are the victims. Look what happened with Daniel Penny in the Jordan Neely situation. I mean, the woke politicians, the leftists, they're trying to make it seem like Jordan Neely was the hero and that Daniel Penny, he was the criminal. Yeah, this is what happens in New York and in California. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.